This is Sydney Harrell's final individual demonstration. So for this sprint, because there wasn't much UI and UX, I mainly focused on trying to work with Jawad on any last minute changes to the UI, and I also worked on the documentation for the end of semester report. So here is our final design of the main page for Gramular 3.0. And me and Jawad adjusted the title so that it highlights when the mouse hovers over the title, and these links. And then together, if you enter in a sample text, we corrected this page so that it didn't have all those extra scores on there like the client wanted. And we also added a highlight over these these page selections as well. We were trying to center this text box right here, but the way that the previous team implemented this web page made it a little hard to center it but have the same kind of formatting, because the previous team implemented it so that the page was essentially divided into different columns, so it made it weird on that. For the code, because things are in several different HTML and different CSS pages, this is what I was talking about with the difficulty of trying to adjust things, because, for example, this is the first part of the main page, which is just the top of the main page. So this part right here, this is the only HTML just for this top part of the page. And then for the rest of the page, it's here in another HTML page. And so that made it hard. And then this would be the main setup page for the main page. So it's 3 different HTML pages for one page, one part of the page. Another thing that I personally was trying to look at was the mobile formatting, because that was one of the last priority requirements from our client. I wasn't able to implement it, but that's mainly because there are so many different pages HTML pages that go into just the main page, and so if I tried to adjust the mobile formatting, is difficult just based on the way the page was set up and the way that the pages are so divided up into different HTML pages. And then here is the end of semester report that I was working on. I closely modeled it after the previous group's end of semester report, just because it was on the same thing. So I went in and added our flyer, updated team names, updated the problem statement, and added all of the features that were requested of the client at the beginning of this project. And then I went in and implemented or wrote down the features that were implemented during this project, and then added the features that were remaining to be completed. The only thing that I need to finish on this semester report is the testing, and all I need to do for that is just collect the screenshots. And so that is a demonstration.